What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Filsinger Games Character Spotlight with Mike and Brock.
I'm Mike.
I'm Brock, and once again, 2 weeks in a row, we're joined by Jeff Manning, whoever that is.
Happy to be here.
I'm glad to have you tonight. We're talking about another legend, Mr. Ken Shamrock.
Nice.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of our memories with Ken Shamrock, how we'd book him in a Legends Fed, and then how we'd book him in a GWF Fed. And somewhere along the way, we're going to watch a match of his. There is a link in the description below if you want to watch along with us. For copyright reasons, we cannot show it on the video, but you can certainly watch it along with us. So that is down there below. So Jeff just informed me before we got on the air that the Ken Shamrock card does not count since it's an Atrago Stez set, not a Legends set.
I think it is a different category. I mean, it's great to have a card, and I'm happy people can use it. And the Tragos Thes sets altogether are amazing, but I don't think it's a legend set.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've heard today.
Typically, it's a special edition card.
I guess you're right, because it is more of a snapshot of their career, whereas the Legends cards are like them in different times in their career. For the most part, there's some snapshot cards too in that, but
I'm late to the game on the Tragos Thes. I think I got into it after they had already released a set or two, and I really think that it's just a niche. But let's get into Ken Shamrock, the legend, the world's most dangerous man.
He is the most dangerous man in the world.
Or he was at one point.
He can still beat me up.
Well, that's because you don't do anything inappropriate. That's why.
That's true. Unless I have it coming.
So the first time you guys saw Ken Shamrock, probably in a UFC.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't remember who he fought. I just remember he beat the person pretty bad.
I think my first match I saw him in, he lost to Hoist Gracie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was his first UFC rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Hoist, I mean, he made a name in UFC in the early ones, dominated.
Mm-hmm.
Pre time limit,
Pre-weight limit.
class,
Yeah.
just in his gi, he would just get you worn out on the ground and then lock you in something.
Mm-hmm.
Gracie family jiu-jitsu became the staple of what you had to learn to be successful in MMA.
Yep, for sure. My first WWF exposure to him was his debut as the referee in the WrestleMania 13 Steve Austin versus Bret Hart match.
Nice.
A lot of people don't remember that he was even involved in that, because he was a non-factor, as he should have been.
Yep.
That was it was a month after he debuted. I did not know this. I was reading up on him when you told me you were going to cover Ken Shamrock tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he debuted on the February 24th, 1997 Raw, which was the same one ECW promoted their first ever pay-per-view, Barely Legal, 1997.
Nice. It was that late, 97. Wow.
Yeah, it feels like he was there earlier than that, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Attitude Era, it didn't last as long as people remember, but man, it made an impact.
Yeah, so many things happened in that short period.
You never knew what you're going to get from week to week.
I have a couple good memories, live memories of Ken Shamrock. I was there when he won the 98 King of the Ring. And I was also at a house show where he beat The Rock for the Intercontinental title, and nobody ever talked about it.
So is it in the official timeline, or?
I don't know, because he won the match. They announced him as new Intercontinental Champion, walked out with the title, and then it was like a Friday or Saturday night show. And then on Raw, I was like, I couldn't wait. Like, they're going to show like a fan cam footage from Pittsburgh or something. Never mentioned it. So I don't know if he lost it again the following night, or if they just are never going to acknowledge it.
I mean, they have him listed as a one-time Intercontinental Champion, but I don't know if it was that one time.
I don't know, because I think he won it.
He won an Intercontinental Championship tournament as well.
Okay.
In 1998.
This was good guy Ken Shamrock against Nation Rock, is what I remember.
That's like the time I saw a WWF event in London, and the Money in the Bank winner was Dolph Ziggler, and and he cashed it in against Alberto Del Rio, and he wins the Intercontinental title. And we're like, in London, and it somehow just didn't count.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they got away with that one because that's definitely during the internet.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird, but I mostly actually remember him from when he was part of the Union Busters, the Union with
With
Mick
the
Foley.
rolled up sleeves and 2x4s.
Yeah.
That was funny. Who else was with Test, Mick Foley, Vince McMahon,
I don't remember the Union like at all. I mean,
Big Show?
it kind of rings a bell when you're talking about it, but
And
I
then
remember.
they brought in Dan Severn to face him.
Yeah, because they were a real life,
Yeah.
rivalry. The
And
whole
then
premise of the early UFCs, they were trying to set up this Dan Severn, Ken Shamrock feud, and one of them would get hurt every year.
Yeah.
I think they actually did meet in like UFC 4 or 5, something like that. But it took a
and it was
while.
over in like 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was too much buildup, and it never got to it until too late.
Yeah, the Union was Ken Shamrock, Big Show, Test, and Mankind. They debuted on May 3rd, 1999. They disbanded on June 7th, 1999.
I mean, I vaguely remember the corporation. I mean, I obviously remember, but then I guess he went into the Union from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, after losing to the Undertaker, Shamrock, Big Show, Mankind, Test formed the Union.
They weren't happy about the corporate ministry revelation that McMahon
Yeah,
was the higher power.
I was cool corporate, but not ministry, and it was me, Austin. We talked about that last week.
We did. Tying it back together.
Tying it back to the occult overlord, Vince McMahon,
Yep.
with the drawing you love so much, the Gustovich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The ram horns are just glued. Afterthought. Oh yeah.
This guy's a ram. It's just a drawing he did from Justice Machine that he drew some ram antlers on.
I didn't mean to take us away from the WWF stuff, so
There you go.
sorry about that. I'm on tangents always.
It's okay. That's what we do.
But how would you use Ken Shamrock in your GWF?
Oh, we're going straight
GWF?
to that.
Okay, well, how would you book him in your Legends Fed?
I mean, Legends. I mean, to me, I really would like to see him face guys like we've talked about before, Danny Hodge,
Mm-hmm.
legitimate wrestlers, earlier time period guys, to see how they would incorporate versus a guy like Ken Shamrock. On the alternative into that, I'd really like to see him in matches against guys like Sandman,
Yeah.
where
That'd be
someone's
fun.
allowed to use a weapon against him.
Right.
Just incredible.
I go back against like Bob Backlund,
Yeah.
Danny Hodge, like you mentioned.
Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Chargo says.
He doesn't count. We found that out tonight.
You asked my opinion on it. Well, maybe you didn't. I just give you my opinion, but I think Trago says is a separate thing. It's no different than CWF or something versus GWF. It's an offset. You could play it by itself, but it's not Legends.
Well, you can't recreate his tag team championship run with Big Boss Man. He doesn't have a card yet.
It's a shame. Maybe one of these days.
Yeah, I think he's probably due, I would think. But yeah.
I don't even remember. See, Ken Shamrock didn't have much of an impact on my wrestling. Like, he was just there for a little bit and gone. And then I remember him getting into a real shoot match with the Dudley Boys, and they jumped him and beat the crap out of him.
See, I think Shamrock was pivotal for the crossover from MMA to WWE at that time. I mean, he brought legitimacy to the Attitude Era.
Oh yeah,
He did. I think he could have done a lot more.
He was super over at one point, though. Like you said, he won the Intercontinental against The Rock.
Right.
When The Rock was prime, like,
now you're spoiling
he's
the
next big
match.
thing.
I don't know if that's when it happened or not.
I don't even know if that's the match.
I didn't preview the match. I just found a full one.
I thought the point of the matches was to watch them live with you guys, so I could be like, "Oh, in real time."
I don't know if I've even ever seen this match. If it was on Raw, I probably saw it at this time. But from 1998, I'm not going to remember it.
I mean,
all right,
my boot what I reference a lot in wrestling, obviously, is Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Always been a nice kayfabe magazine. They had Shamrock as the most improved wrestler in 1997 and ranked number 8th overall in the world in 1998. That's how over he was,
Hmm.
and that's pretty much a kayfabe magazine. So
Well, that's where even Kurt Angle said he got the ankle lock was from Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, everyone still uses it from
I mean,
him.
he looked intense when he locked that in. Like it
Oh
looked like
yeah,
it could legitimate break your ankle.
Yeah, he was good.
yeah. He blended it well. Like he crossed over. He's like he didn't have an issue if he had to lose or something like that. He's like, no, I could kill this guy in real life. He didn't bring that with him.
When
No, not
he
at
didn't
all.
come over with a real gimmick either. It was just this is Ken Shamrock. He's the world's most dangerous man. Congratulations, you're facing him.
Yeah, don't mess up.
Yeah,
Don't potato him.
Yeah, there might be some trouble.
And
I just
then
found out through Wikipedia that him and Frank Shamrock are not biological brothers,
no, they're all thrown foster care.
but they look exactly alike.
they really do. You would know it's his brother without knowing it's his brother.
Right.
It's so weird.
Well, I guess without any further ado, we can get into our match. If you want to follow along with us, go ahead and play the ad at the beginning. Because it's WWE, it's going to have an ad. But the link is below if you guys want to watch along. We're going to start this match. Ken Shamrock versus The Rock for the Intercontinental Championship from Monday Night Raw.
Can you give us a countdown?
Sure. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
You did that wrong. You're not supposed to say 2 or 1.
There's no the camera's already rolling. JR on commentary already makes it feel important.
It's gonna be a real slobber knocker.
It is. Check
Oh,
him out.
he's already
jacked.
got the belt here.
He does. He just got hit by some garbage. Uh-oh, he's gonna kill someone.
Oh, Shamrock's gonna kill you.
Look at all these jerks flipping him off.
Who do they think he is?
That wife beater guy can take him, I think.
He looks
Oh,
legitimately
yellow
crazy.
shirt. Yellow shirt could break him in half. Is that a woman?
I think so. Short-haired
Okay.
woman stepping up in the middle. And
Bryce
she's like, I
316.
can't believe you just said that to Ken Shamrock.
Uh-oh. Bossman. This tag team
I
partner
saw.
right here.
Oh, I guess he during the break.
Vince in a wheelchair. Oh, this is after. Oh, an ad. I got an ad.
I did not.
I did not.
That's
I
right.
did
skipped
notice. I did notice a South Park themed sign as he was getting in the ring. It said Mr. Sacco could kick Mr. Hat's ass. So just
There
wanted
you
to point
go.
that out. Sorry, you're going to have to put a parental advisory on this episode.
It's all right. Here
It's
we go. The
Attitude
Rock.
Era.
Oh, they're flipping the Rock off too. These guys are just mean.
It's probably in Philadelphia or something. The Rock's not as cut right there as he got to
Yeah,
be.
he's kind of got
little-
a dad bod
He's
going
like
here.
52 years old, and he's a giant of a man now.
Yeah.
He's just a pudgy 28-year-old here, probably. I wish I looked like that though.
Yeah. I mean, he's not built bad, just like he's not as cut as what you remember The Rock now.
There's a steel cage above the ring. Wonder if that's going to become involved here.
I doubt it.
Well, he's 26 here. I just guessed at 28.
You were so close.
I was pretty close. Oh, uh-oh.
Oh,
His
Vince McMahon's out.
fellow legends, Jerry Briscoe, Pat Patterson, and
We
Sergeant
call them
Slaughter.
stooges, not legends in this situation.
They have cards. That's all I was pointing out.
Tragos test.
Not Pat.
True. First ever Intercontinental Champion.
What's this? Uh-oh. That's a tough one there, Vince.
Ooh. Not gonna be at Survivor Series.
That's when he won the title. Spoiler alert. That's where he turned.
Coming back.
See if Shamrock does anything in this.
Hey, you picked it.
I wanted to watch it blind.
Well, close your eyes.
Shamrock with no offense yet.
Well, yeah, The Rock's coming out hot. So he's
Look at this.
Oh, he's got an elbow on the outside.
Do you think we're ever gonna get a Rock card? Probably
No.
not.
That's 100% no.
He's in the upper echelon. He's too far gone now.
Oh, there's some offense.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I must be a couple
Back
seconds
elbow.
behind. I paused
There's
it
yet to be
when
an actual wrestling
Clothesline.
move. It's just been kicks, punches, and elbows and knee
Yeah,
drops.
not
close
a knee.
I like the Val Venus stunt double back there in the signs.
That's a good one. Oh, here you go, Mike. Sort of.
No, it's still not a wrestling movie.
The stun gun. Oh wait, that's not really what the stun gun was. Similar.
Axe handle.
Oh,
Hi, I'm Ken Shamrock. I'm the world's most dangerous man. I know more submissions than anyone. I'm just going to punch people. Oh, look at Tim White, the referee.
there he is.
The late Tim White.
Yes.
And he's outside with them, and he's not counting. Just want to point that out.
He's doing it for The Rock.
I do it for The Rock. Oh, Rikishi.
Oh, I got another ad.
Man, you are not having good luck here. Should we pause?
No, I'm all right. I see. It only made me watch 3 seconds of it. There's a little bit of a botch there.
That's not a botch. Did his head really hit the stairs? I think not.
No.
Oh, finally, crawl back in to break that 10
finally gonna
count after a couple minutes there. Oh, now Tim's counting again.
Oh, the big body slam.
Oh, body slam on the outside on the padded mats.
That's our first wrestling maneuver.
This is a brawl. It's an alley fight, as Jim Ross just called it. What were they talking about?
Jerry Briscoe and Sergeant Slaughter reassured Vince McMahon that it was going well.
Mm-hmm. With the
They were the pumped my fist here. Yes. Vince, he's got him. Shamrock's playing to the crowd. Oh,
it's going to be a mistake.
And a vicious clothesline from The Rock.
This is going to be a mistake. Ooh.
Oh, was that a Hurricane Rana from Shamrock? Oh.
Look at him go.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the ankle lock because the screen was always a setup for the ankle lock.
Look at all these wrestling moves, Mike.
I like the scream, though. The Rock was always good at selling.
He's in the zone.
Selling the submission moves. And the crowd's starting a Rocky chant. Ooh, we reached the rope. I did not see that coming.
Nope, not at all.
Vince is pleased.
Oh, he's just pummeling him now. I've got till 5. Was that a Vuvuzela I just heard in the crowd?
Might have been.
Oh, it's a double clothesline. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that or a trombone?
Xavier Woods is not in the audience yet. I keep hearing it now. I can't
Yeah, you
stop.
can't. Now that you've pointed it
Zuzuela
out.
or whatever it is.
Oh, two.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're in Houston.
Yeah, they're in Houston. Sold out crowd.
These crowds were great. That was the
Oh,
best part about the Attitude Era for me is the crowds are so
crowds
good.
were so hot for everything.
Now they don't care about anything. They sit on their hands all night.
It's not Japan.
I won a title with a swinging neck breaker once.
That's the roll of the dice, Mike.
Yep.
Valboski 12 and 1/4.
Oh,
The signs were always so distracting from the match for me. I just always enjoyed
there's a
reading
guy
them.
in a blue dress shirt in the front row who is really into it.
He just came straight from work. Give him a
Yeah.
break. That's his corporate outfit.
Did your kids shut the lights off on you?
You think?
Kids.
It was the corporate ministry.
Oh, that was a nice move. The floating DDT.
Shamrock's like a pit bull.
Oh,
Oh no!
I didn't see the ref bump coming.
Yep. The Rock accidentally clotheslined Tim
It
White.
did it on. It was on purpose.
You don't see enough accidental clotheslines of refs. That's not something you typically see.
No, never. It's about as rare as a Spanish announce table getting destroyed.
Hey, if they
Referees
get-
are the most fragile human beings.
The referees take a lot of bumps. I don't see too many of them get clotheslined. You're mincing my words.
They're very fragile human beings.
He just smacked himself in the head with a chair. Oh, Ken.
Oh, is
Oh,
this
it's
that?
time.
This is that. Is this the famous chair shot? Did that happen during this? That one that they play in every video package,
No. What one?
where he just takes the unprotected shot to the face.
No. Oh, it was the people's elbow, but the referee's still
Two.
out.
3, 4, 5. That's a 5 count.
Vince
folks.
McMahon doesn't know what to do. It's the first time he's ever seen a wrestling match.
What a maneuver!
Oof. Oh.
Ah, dirty.
Well, they never said he had to win by submission or pinfall.
He had to win the title.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the people's chump. That's God Almighty. That's not fair.
It's not. It's not fair at all, really. Like,
Ooh. It's probably not the best showcase of Ken Shamrock, but
I'd say no. Not even Tragos does worthy.
there you have it, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed that match.
It was a very slim, small glimpse into what Ken Shamrock had to offer.
Yeah.
That was not number 8th in the world, Ken Shamrock.
that was just to tell a story
That
about
was just.
The Rock. He did it for The Rock.
But you got to realize how hot The Rock was back then. I mean, he was so over, and
Mhm.
they had to do everything they could to try to keep him from the title.
Right.
I mean, we had to make people believe he actually wasn't going to win the title soon.
And then he had to turn to do it.
Yeah.
Corporate champion.
It was me, Rock. The whole time.
well, we skipped over it, but how would you use Ken Shamrock in your GWF?
They got to make him some kind of mercenary for hire.
That's been done
To
to death.
I'm going to hire him to take care of you.
Oh no. I mean, the obvious choice for me is that he could be the singles wrestler with the the cage fighters, Clinch and
Yeah.
sorry, it's been a while since I played that era. Clinch and
Shoot.
Shoot, yeah, he could be with them. Unless you got something better, Mike.
I would have him join in my era the GWF, and he would feud Janus the Overman.
Okay. Janus.
Yeah.
I know him.
He and Janus could have been in the with the occult because his symbol's the it is oh no, I thought Janus was one. No, he's not one of the occult things. That's just he's one of the gods. He's a two-faced god. That's right. Never mind.
Janus was the least interesting of the Citadel of the Elite.
You bite your tongue. He had a cool bowl cut.
I had a hard time believing one of the Three Stooges was going to beat me. That's what he looked like, right?
He did.
Was that Mo?
Yep. He had the Mo.
He had the Mo haircut.
Or the Dumb and Dumber haircut, whichever one you want to call it.
I like the Mo.
Good stuff. Yeah, there's a lot you could do with him in the GWF.
Yeah, I mean, he'd fit right in because, I mean, GWF, for those that are more familiar with the Legends, most of the storylines revolve around people that are legitimate threats. Like, there's wars, there's, legitimate enemies there. So, him being an actual fighter makes sense. I mean, it fits right in.
Right.
Yeah, like with him, I don't think I'd use him as a tag guy. Like I never even pictured him as a tag guy. I forgot all about the big boss man and Ken Shamrock team because that's just a baller of a team.
It was.
I mean, it served its purpose.
They won the tag team championship.
I mean, especially once Rock is the singles, guy for the corporation. What are you gonna do with Shamrock? Well, you teamed with Boss Man. They were basically like a security team for The Rock and for Vince McMahon and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
He also had some success in TNA as well.
That's what I was just gonna mention. On the first ever TNA pay-per-view, June 19th, 2002, Shamrock won the vacant NWA World Heavyweight Championship in a gauntlet for gold match.
Ooh.
He's TNA's first ever world champion because prior to that, he had like Ron Killings and stuff.
Yeah.
But Shamrock was the first TNA champion.
He just had a run with them a year or two ago too, didn't he? Didn't they bring him back for a little bit?
He came back in 2019 to 2021.
Okay.
He was inducted into the Impact Hall of Fame in 2020.
Nice.
Yeah, because I honestly don't remember where he went after he left.
Well, he went back to MMA for a while. He was in New Japan. I mean, he was on the independent scene after he left ODF, then New Japan and TNA and all that. Independent. And he did a lot of mixed martial arts. If you remember, they came out with that Ultimate Fighter show and whatnot, and he was one of the coaches on there. I mean, he was around. He was still in the spotlight a lot. He went to Pride fighting during Pride's boom, 2000, 2002. I don't know if you guys ever watched Pride fighting, but it was similar to UFC, except for it was in a regular style ring. And you were allowed to like kick people in the head and stuff because it was in Japan. I mean, there were some legitimate, really good fighters that were over there. I mean, Chuck Liddell was there, Rampage Jackson was there. Just guys that you saw, that you heard about, and then you wanted to see in the States again. A lot of crossover.
Nice.
No, but when he came and he was inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame, Sami Callihan blew fire in his eyes or did a fireball to his eyes. It's a big part of a storyline there.
Perfect. Because why not?
Yeah.
Sammy Callahan, I'm surprised AEW hasn't picked him up yet.
I just read that his contract's expiring soon, and the rumor is he's not re-signing with Impact.
I think he'd be a good fit for them.
You might get your wish.
Blackpool Combat Club could use him instead of Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah, he doesn't fit in there.
Awesome.
Well, we could probably wrap up. Put a bow on Ken Shamrock.
All right, let's do it.
I would
Thanks.
not dare put a bow on Ken Shamrock. He looks like he'd knock you out for that.
He might. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have not yet done so, please click the subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. While you're here, scroll on down to the description where you can see all of our friends who make Filsinger Games related content, including the official Filsinger Games podcast Roll Up, the Legends team's Uncharted Territory, Grant's Filsinger Games Fancast, Dizzy Dice from Lee Longpree. Here on YouTube, you have Grant's Solo Promoter, Brad Plays 81, After Further Review, and Dave Little's Heartland Championship Wrestling, which he runs live Saturday nights. I'm on Twitch. I run a bootleg fed every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I think that covers everybody. If you'd like us to include something below, please let us know. We'd be happy to put a link out there for you, get your word out. And yeah, until next time, everybody, have a great one.
And I'm just going to say, Hamilton Cats or Tiger Cats. You know, I remember from last week, you guys making fun of me. The reason they're called the Tiger Cats is because there was two teams that merged, the Wildcats and the Tigers. So
we didn't make fun of you. We just made fun of your team.
We made fun of you off the air.
Yeah, we made fun of you off there. It wasn't even on camera. Nobody knows what you're talking about. We're just, to everybody else out there, we're just a gentleman and scholar. I mean,
so I'll wear my lion cat shirt as we fade to black. Have a good one, everybody.
Good night.
Later.